visiting team tonight. It's the John Jay Mustangs who will host them. It's a big game. The South End Bobcats are on a little bit of an Avengers tour. Lost 4 close ones in the first half and are looking to avenge those losses in the second half. The Bobcats have done that with 2 of those opponents so far, Southwest Legacy and Southwest. Jay is another one of their losses in the first round. They're hoping to avenge that. The South, where the Jay Mustangs are concerned, they're in the race for the crown of 28-5A with Southwest Legacy. They dropped 2 here recently, but they were able to correct course and have won their last 2 since. It's John Jay hosting the South San Bobcats. John Jay Mustangs hosting the South San Bobcats here tonight at Paul Taylor Gymnasium. Robert Villafranca alongside Cesar Mendez and Reese Hernandez Robinson at the camera tonight. So we've got a great crew. We're glad that you're here. While you're here, you found us on RC Audio Sports YouTube. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss one of our live streams. We're going to come back and tell you a little bit about the histories of these teams, well, the matchup and then the history. And then maybe we have time to talk about an impact player or 2. Robert Villafranca from Paul Taylor Gym on RC Audio Sports, our YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Hey, Northside ISD, Dr. Kraft here, your superintendent of schools. Just wanted to let you know we are so excited to welcome you Monday the 11th back to school. I can say that we're going to have a great year in full confidence because we are Northside.
In SSA ISD, every child is empowered to explore their passion.
In our district, diverse programs ensure that every student finds their voice and path.
In our district, dedicated educators inspire and challenge their students to reach their full potential.
In our district, my dreams matter.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we bring you back to Paul Taylor Gymnasium. It's a big 28-5A boys basketball game. The South San Bobcats and the John Jay Mustangs tonight. And there is the matchup on your screen. South San, coached by Coach Mike Martinez, first-year head coach at South San. This is his first assignment as a head coach, and he's doing a great job there for the Bobcats. 18-12 he is for the season. 18-12 he is overall. 8-4 in district play. The South San Bobcats are scoring 58 points a game, giving up 51 points a game this year. So that is a formula for success. Scoring 8 more points on the average than your opponents are, and you can see that their record reflects that. The Bobcats, as we said in the introduction, they've avenged 2 of their losses in the first round. They had 4 losses, very close losses. 2 of them to Southwest Legacy and to Southwest. And the Bobcats have avenged both of those. They've got 2 left coming. They've got 2 more losses that they're looking at. This one here tonight on Tuesday night's schedule is 1. John Jay beat the South San Bobcats in the first meeting by a couple of points. Looking for that score here on my 54-56 was the score. John Jay was the winner in that game. John Jay, let me tell you a little bit about John Jay in the matchup. Coached by Sean Brooks, he is, and has had a lot of success here at John Jay. Last year, ran the table on 28-5A, a district champion. They were last year. We'll talk to you about their history in just a bit. The Mustangs are scoring 57 points a game. They're giving up 58 points a game, 12-13. They had a rough non-district schedule. This is an inexperienced team for the most part. for the John Jay Mustangs. They do have Elijah Hubbard, who started on last year's district championship team, but a different role that he has. We'll talk to you a little bit more about that. But really a very inexperienced and a young team that Coach Brooks has brought back to 28-5A after running the table last year. The John Jay Mustangs, 12-13, a rough non-district schedule, but 9-2 in district play. They were they had won 7 straight games before dropping one to Southwest Legacy, and then had a bye week, and then lost to McCullum as well. So 2 back-to-back losses after 7 straight wins, but they have righted the ship a little bit and have beaten Southwest and Southside in their last 2 meetings. Let me give you some South San history, if I may. Get that up on the screen and give you a little bit of South San history. I always like to go back 3 years when the seniors were freshmen. And we'll start with South San. Of course, the last 3 years under the leadership of Coach Raymond Carroll, who was a longtime basketball coach at South San, now an athletic director. And so these last 3 years are under Coach Carroll's leadership. In 2023, the Bobcats were 21-13, 11-3 in district play. That was good enough for a second-place finish, but they lost to Brack in the first round, in the by-district round. The very next year, 19-13 for the season, 9-5 in district play, and that was good enough for a second-place finish. But once again, the Brackenridge Eagles were the stumbling block for the South San Bobcats in the by-district round. And then last year, 23-7, 14-2, second-place finish behind Southwest last year. And the Bobcats made it to the area round before losing to Rouse. So the South San Bobcats, a proud tradition with a lot of success, especially in regular season play. And they've got some notches on their belts as well as far as postseason play goes as well. But again, those 3 years were under the leadership of Coach Raymond Carroll, now under the leadership of Coach Mike Martinez. For the John Jay Mustangs, let's talk about a little of their history. 3 years ago, playing in 6A in 2023, 7-22. It was a tough season. 3-13 in district play. They finished 8th in that 6A district and did not qualify for the playoffs. The very next year, still playing 6A, a 20-win season, 24-9 they were, 10-6 in district play. They tied for 3rd and made it to the regional quarterfinals before losing to Brennan. And then last year, the Mustangs, a 30-win season, 32-3. This was their first year in 5A, competing in 28-5A. The Mustangs ran the table, as I've said, 16-0 they were, a first-place district championship for them. They made it to the area round before losing to Alamo Heights, a very, very tough Alamo Heights Mules team. So a couple of proud programs, a couple of basketball teams that have had a lot of success in the recent history facing each other tonight, and we're glad to bring it. It's the South San Bobcats visiting the John Jay Mustangs at the Paul Taylor Gymnasium. Robert Villafranca, Cesar Mendez, Reese Hernandez Robinson on RC Audio Sports. On our YouTube channel, we'll be right back.
See me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, oh, oh.
And we welcome you back to the Paul Taylor Gymnasium, where RC Audio Sports is bringing you the South San John Jay game tonight. It's a big one in 28-5A. Thank you for joining us while you're here. You found us while you're here. Subscribe and hit the bell icon, and you will be notified every time that we go live. Still about 4.5 minutes to tip. Gives us an opportunity to visit with you about some of the players that we expect to be making an impact tonight. We'll start with the visiting South San Bobcats. And the South San Bobcats, Coach Martinez tells us that having to fight a little bit of a flu bug and haven't had some real good practices here over the weekend and yesterday, but he feels like they have recovered well enough to put up a fight here against John Jay. But and starters, the reason I share that with you is that Coach Martinez shared with us that starters were going to be just a tip-off time decision. He was going to make sure that everybody was okay and good to go before he put them on the floor. But we expect Isaac Castilleja, who recently, just last week, was a San Antonio Express News Player of the Game, a senior guard averaging 9 points per game. Adam Guerrero, we expect him to be on the floor, 11 points per game, just a former player of the game for us. He was a player of the game in the game that we streamed against McCullum. Zayden Montoya will, if he's able, will be on the floor, a senior guard. He is really the only starting returner on this team. There's some kids on South San Bobcats team that played some minutes last year, but Zayden really the only starting returner, and in his case, coming back in a different role. So although he's starting or a returning starter, he's trying to fill a different role for the Bobcats. Miguel Bravo, a junior wingman, leads the Bobcats in scoring, 12 points, and boy, he's got a bright future ahead of him still, a junior. And Malachi Vargas, who, if you watch any of our streams, you know how much that we enjoy watching him compete. Malachi Vargas, if you've watched our streams, you know how much that we enjoy watching him compete. Again, he is he is the leading rebounder on this team, and rebounding. Personally, I just feel like rebounding is a lot of desire. You're not the best rebounder, as in Malachi's case. Not going to be the tallest guy on the floor, but man, he is always eagle-eyeing the ball. He's got an idea of where that ball is going to come off, and then he's got the desire to chase that down. He leads the South San Bobcats in rebounds. Let's go quickly to John Jay. Let's go quickly to John Jay, and let's visit about some of their impact players. We'll start with the returner, Elijah Hubbard, a senior guard forward. Again, he is, just like South San has Zayden Montoya, Elijah Hubbard is really the only returning starter in the lineup. But just like Zayden, he's playing a different role. Elijah last year pretty much a sixth man on a loaded John Jay team, and played a little bit more of a support role. This year he is the go-to guy, averaging, and boy has he answered that call, 18 points per game and 8 rebounds. He is averaging, a senior guard forward. He's got a bright future ahead of him as well. The point guard, Robert Williams, player of the game in a game that we streamed at Harlandale, a game that John Jay beat. John Jay won 68-54 at the Sylvia Cardinals Gymnasium at Harlandale High School. Robert Williams, the point guard, was our player of the game. Raymond Greer is going to chase down a lot of loose balls, and then I want to come back and tell you about Aiden Rodriguez, number 32. Not leading, doesn't have standout stats, but he is a big reason for the any success that John Jay has. Aiden Rodriguez and Zayden Montoya, that's going to be a nice duel in the paint. It's because Aiden Rodriguez does a lot of the heavy lifting in the paint that Elijah Hubbard doesn't have to hang out there for much. He can roam and let his versatile skills be displayed, and a lot of the reason that Elijah Hubbard doesn't have to spend time around the rim is that Aiden Rodriguez does that for the John Jay Mustangs. Jaden Cassiano, another sophomore, averaging almost 10 points per game. We expect him to make an impact in tonight's game, and will likely start. We're going to get starting lineups here in just a minute, so the mystery will be solved.
Now, to introduce the starting lineup, first for the South San Bobcats.
Starting lineups for the visiting South San Bobcats. Let's see who is healthy today. Eduardo Ponce gets a nod, as he usually does. And Isaac Castilleja, San Antonio Express News Player of the Game, team captain. Number 4, Adam Guerrero, a former player of the game for RC Audio Sports, also a team captain, and made all-tournament at the Gregory Portland Classic. And number 20, Zayden Montoya. And number 24, Malachi Vargas, a senior wing. One of just a competitor, a capital C competitor, Malachi Vargas is. Now the John Jay Mustangs will start also a number 0, Christopher Balderas. We have number 0s on both teams. Number 1, Jaden Cassiano, who has starts 99% of the Mustangs game. Robert Williams will run the point. He's a quarterback for this club. And Elijah Hubbard got to be in the conversation for MVP of the district. We got several very good players in this district. There's certainly every conversation about that position or that title. Elijah Hubbard's got to be in it. And then finally, number 32, Aiden Rodriguez. Comes off the bench. He will be a starter, power forward, averaging 6 rebounds. It's going to be interesting. Keep an eye on Aiden Rodriguez, number 32, and Zayden Montoya, number 20, in the paint. That'll be fun. All right, here we go. It's an 8 o'clock start, and we are at 8:02, so close enough. Thank you for staying with us here on a late night. It's a big game. If you've got scores, most of the other games are on 28.5A. Probably finished about by now. If you want to report scores in the chat room, be glad to see them. So the tip, the Mustangs will get first touch on offense. Aiden in the middle will swing it to Elijah, who cuts to the basket, and he will miss his first point-blank shot there. Eduardo Ponce kicks out to Adam, and they'll swing it around to Malachi. Malachi gets some space. He's going to take a three-pointer from the top of the key, and the Bobcats will come up with an offensive board, so a second chance for them. Adam Guerrero long on his three-point attempt. Elijah will tip that over to Aiden, and the Mustangs are running. Robert Williams to the baseline will kick out to Christopher Balderas, and the Mustangs 0 for 2 on their first 2 possessions. Still no score. Played about a minute here at Paul Taylor. Ponce will let one fly, and that's long. Elijah way up high for the board. He finds his quarterback, Robert Williams, and Robert Williams tests the perimeter defense. Robert will pass that one off to Josh Sanchez, a follow-away jumper, and again, one and done for the John Jay Mustangs. Malachi Vargas, who we told you about his rebounding skills, comes up with that. So the Bobcats have had a couple of second chance possessions with offensive boards. The John Jay Mustangs yet to get an offensive board here tonight. Swing it around the perimeter. John Jay has no problem taking that arc shot. Adam, 360s, jumper, lane, rim, no good. Hubbard with another board. Mustangs looking for some early offense, and Robert Williams goes into the lane, and he will be fouled in the act of shooting. We'll look up to the board and see if that part of the board is working tonight. Number 24 is called for the foul. South Sand, that's Malachi Vargas, his first personal, and of course first team. So Robert Williams will try to break the ice here from the free throw line for John Jay. 15 feet away, nothing but nylon, so the Mustangs we're on the board first. Thank you for joining us. This was a late start. This is the third game of a triple header here at Paul Taylor. We had 2 girls games before us. They were very entertaining, and boy, there are some teams in Northside on the girls' side that can really, really play. So the Bobcats now with a 2-point deficit, swing it to Malachi. Again, he's got some space, but he's going to penetrate into the lane. No good. One and done. The Mustangs are running. Josh Sanchez off the glass. I beg your pardon. Jaden Cassiano off the glass, and good. I'm going to have to get my blues and whites here together. The John Jay Mustangs wearing their white jerseys and white shorts, blue numbers, and vice versa for the Bobcats. Both of these teams, proud blues. Malachi will back up and then hand that one off. Back into the lane, left-handed layup. It's Zayden Montoya who will score the Bobcats' first bucket. Robert Williams again, quickly down across midcourt. Elijah, baseline, he'll get fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Well, Malachi was close, was in the vicinity, but it's not, it won't be Malachi who's called for that foul. That's going to be Eduardo Ponce. His first personal, second team. Nothing but nylon for Elijah Hubbard, the big guard forward for the John Jay Mustangs. A 7-2 early lead as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Isaac Castilleja from behind the arc. Robert Williams will challenge. Not soon enough. Castilleja, nothing but nylon. Double team in the backcourt. The Bobcats get a rebound. Get a steal. Adam misses his shot, and Malachi gets a rebound, a putback, and it looks like Christopher Balderas will be called for that foul. Malachi fouled in the act of shooting, so he's got 2 shots coming. Long on the free throw, and Malachi's on the free throw line largely because of a full court defense, double team pressure in the backcourt. The Bobcats got a steal. Adam Guerrero had a nice shot and missed it. Malachi will miss them both, but Adam will. Robert Williams in the passing lane. I beg your pardon, not Robert Williams, but Christopher Balderas in the passing lane, coast to coast, untouched, and that will be a bucket. That's a 4-point swing for the John Jay Mustangs, who looked like they were going to give up 2 easy points at the at point blank range. Zayden Montoya, jumper, we'll call that a 15-footer, and back within 2. Robert Williams crosses over to Josh Sanchez, long on the shot. Aiden way up high will get the board. Second chance points, not many of those yet so far for the Mustangs. Big Aiden Montoya goes up and gets it, gets the board. Robert Williams makes the cut, gets fouled before the shot. So the Mustangs will be inbounding. 3rd team foul for South San, however, still 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. And Robert Williams comes to the inbounder, takes a basket, 360s into the bucket, 11-7, a Mustangs lead. Ponce clears the perimeter defense, untouched, point blank, left-handed layup off the glass and in. Lots of early offense. I don't know that we would need a shot clock in this game. Williams is going to go up, a lot of contact, no call, and Ponce comes away with the board, and then a foul is called on his dribble. Looked like the Bobcats were set to take a charge. No charge called. So the second foul against Christopher Balderas, and the second team foul for the Mustangs. Eli Rodriguez has entered the game. Over to Ponce as he watches his teammates cut. Malachi a little bit out of range, going to put it on the floor against Castellanos' defense. Ponce will spin, finds a Bobcat at the baseline. The Mustangs will get the steal. Elijah gets some defense, will come across. Nice, strong lay-in for Elijah Hubbard, 13-9. And Coach Brooks is sending in a couple of subs as we get to the 3-minute mark. Got a couple of subs at the scorers table. We'll see, check their numbers when they stand. Guerrero probes the defense again. Backs up Balderas, way across. Zayden Montoya, Malachi off the glass, no good. Ponce fighting for the rebound. He's got it, still at the glass, ball on the floor. He's going to come out of that. Malachi saves it for the Bobcats. Zayden Montoya now, second chance. And that one will go. The Bobcats, it seems like getting a few more second chances here, and the second chance is keeping them close. 13-11. Elijah from the free throw line. Spot up jumper. Rim, and good. Zayden will draw Elijah's defense, and again, he's going to probe, kick it back out. Adam Guerrero, top of the key, nylon, score that 3, 15-14. And Robert Williams across the midcourt line, again, looking for some early offense, crossing on Eli Rodriguez, and he'll get fouled on the floor. So he got some subs for the Mustangs. It's number 14 is Raymond Greer, and number 3 is Aaron Guillen. They'll come in for Aiden and Christopher Balderas. Robert Williams draws Eli Rodriguez on defense. Ponce is going to make him go the long way. He kicks it out to the corner, far corner. Elijah asking for it at the top of the key. He's going to play the hub here. And quickly over to Jaden Castellano. Jaden will cross and into the lane. Up and over, no good. Malachi Vargas with another board. Well, this guy's the South End Bobcat version of Dennis Rodman. I'm telling you, he gets just about every one of those rebounds. Guerrero fighting hard to get in the lane. He's going to back him up. There's Malachi Vargas with an offensive and a putback. And got a whistle. A delay of game was the call here, so no foul, no violation, but a warning. And Guerrero in the passing lane. He's going to take it from the top of the key. Nice rotation, but it won't fall, and we've got a tie up here. I think the Mustangs got the original jump, so this one should go to the Bobcats. They'll inbound from underneath their bucket, and number 11, Eli Rodriguez, holding up 2 fingers. Ponce will take the board. Man defense, the nice patience for Adam. He lets the defender go by, but a little long, and Malachi gets himself another board and a putback off the square, and good. Yeah, the official rare call here, calling a flop against the Mustangs. Coach Brooks wants an explanation on that. It looked like he drew a lot of contact, but he went down. The official thought that was a flop, and again, that's a warning. Bobcats pick up the defense in the backcourt. Williams is going to cross into the lane. No hero step. An offensive board for the Mustangs. That's Greer, I believe. Raymond Greer III with an offensive board and a putback. Fouled in the act of shooting, so an and-one opportunity. Both teams now in the bonus. Every time you hear a whistle, they'll go to the line for 2 shots for the remaining 43 seconds in the first quarter. Of course, Elijah up high will bat the ball. Adam Guerrero is in the spot, though, so rebound goes to the Bobcats. Isaac Castilleja, again, testing the perimeter. Adam is going to get a shove. Robert Williams, and that's, we're in the bonus. Officials just being notified of that. Robert Williams with his first personal foul. Well, they've corrected that. The Mustangs just with 3 fouls this quarter. Rodriguez point blank and a miss. 20 seconds to go. South San with a 1-point lead. Elijah Hubbard with the ball. He's going to take it. Right-handed off the left side of the rim, and good. The Mustangs will retake the lead at 19-18. Under 10 seconds. Rodriguez with the ball. Going to kick it back out. A steal and a double dribble, I believe, is the right call. And so instead of a fast break and an opportunity to score quickly, the Mustangs are going to have to inbound and then try to score with 3.7 seconds left in the quarter. 19-18, Mustangs with the lead here as we close out the first quarter. Robert from about, oh boy, that was close. From about 45 feet away, and he will miss that one. We have got a good one, and we knew it would be, and thank you for joining us here on RC Audio Sports. John Jay leads South San 19-18. We'll be right back.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we bring you back live to the Paul Taylor Gymnasium. We've got a good one. It's 28-5A boys basketball. John Jay with the lead here, 19-18. The lead has gone back and forth throughout the first quarter. At least 5 lead changes here in the first quarter. We've got a good one. So after the Mustangs win the tip at the beginning of the game, the South San Bobcats get a tie-up, and the arrow goes back to John Jay. Elijah Hubbard is going to get the ball, get his dribble batted away, and what do we got? Got a foul on Elijah Hubbard on the floor. He's getting called for a push. Elijah Hubbard looking over to Coach Brooks and saying, what did I do? Coach Brooks looking over to the official and asking, what did he do? But Elijah will be tagged with his first personal foul, and the Mustangs will get their first team foul of the second quarter. Josh Sanchez back in the game. Eli Rodriguez didn't start, but he's been playing a bunch here. Justin Ramos up against Elijah. Elijah up high. We'll tip that one away. He'll get the block. The Mustangs are running. Robert has got Cassiano up ahead of him. Cassiano will take the assist and score. Adam Guerrero will again probe the perimeter. He's going to back up off the glass. No good. Elijah with the board. Guerrero will deflect that one, and Bobcats will retain possession. Justin Ramos. Eli Rodriguez has got some space. He's coming up. He's going to spin it. Not quite enough spin. The Mustangs with the rebound. Robert Williams down court. Boy, that would have been a nice pass and score if they'd been able to convert. Elijah all the way across, and Aaron Guillen will get a touch on the far corner. Raymond Greer back to Cassiano and back to Greer. Elijah draws a lot of defense. He's going to have to kill his dribble all the way across. High pass. Greer at the block. Eli Rodriguez will defend. No good. And down with the board is Justin Ramos. Uh-oh. Adam. Boy, just about had the ball stolen, was able to hold on to it. Adam with another steal here. He's going to get another look. He checked, a little short. Elijah gets a rebound. So Adam Guerrero almost had the ball stolen, lets the defender go by. A little bit of Olay there, and then hits a three, and then gets a steal. Almost had consecutive threes. Missed that one. Uh-oh, a lot of push. Robert Williams gets away with it all the way to the bucket, untouched, and the John Jay Mustangs with the lead again. Isaac will cross. He's got a jumper from the elbow, long, no good. And guess who? Malachi Vargas with the offensive board and the putback. Mustangs looking for some early offense. Cassiano double teamed on the far wing. Aaron Guillen from about 28 feet away, no good. And the Bobcats will come up with the rebound. Inside, Malachi off the square and in. Kind of got lost there. The Mustangs lost track of Malachi Vargas, and he got in point blank and scored. Nice ball movement for the Bobcats. Cassiano gets the ball tipped. Out of bounds on the Mustangs. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Looks like the Mustangs have called it, and gives us an opportunity to visit with you about Mac Haik Southway Ford. David Benavides, Anthony Martinez there at Southway Ford. They're critical to making this collaboration happen, and we appreciate them. We can't do what we do without our sponsors. Mac Haik Southway Ford, if you've got a new or a pre-owned vehicle in your future, don't make that transaction without calling Mac Haik Southway Ford, asking for David or Anthony. They'll make sure that you get the best deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle, best value on a trade-in if you want to do that as well. And they'll make the process very, very easy for you, explaining everything along the way so that you understand what is going on. It's complicated. It can be a complicated process. David and Anthony can simplify it for you. Thank you for being on our sponsorship team, David and Anthony. Mac Haik Southway Ford. So after the Mustangs threw the ball away, the Bobcats will inbound 94 feet away from their bucket. The Mustangs will back up and play half-court defense. Josh Sanchez over to Isaac Castilleja and back to Josh. Adam Guerrero wants a touch, a little bit outside of his range, and he's going to get that one over to Zayden Montoya. Josh will take a look, lets the defender go by, and then get the exchange. Very patient, the Bobcats are, looking for a shot. Adams got space. He's going to take it. Rim, no good. Guess who? Malachi Vargas again. Another putback, 2 rebounds. A miss and a make. Malachi Vargas gives the Bobcats a 4-point lead, the biggest lead for the Bobcats so far today. Robert Williams right outside the arc. Misses. Josh Sanchez with the board. The Bobcats are running. They've got numbers. Josh is going to take it himself off the glass. He's going to get called for a charge. Aaron Guillen set up the defense, and the Bobcats had numbers, a couple of choices, decided to take it themselves, and Coach Martinez, if I'm reading body language, wishing his team had gone with the numbers game. We've got a foul against the Bobcats here. Josh Sanchez being called for that, his second personal foul, and so he's going to take a break. Eduardo Ponce will come back in to the game. He's got to check in. Scorer says you got to come by us. Can't just walk in. Housekeeping taken care of, and Ponce is back in the game. Cassiano, and now to Valdez, far corner. Williams touches the ball. Guillen, oh my goodness, far corner, nothing but nylon. Guillen can get hot too. That's a 3-pointer for Guillen, his first scores of the night. Ponce going to handle, looking for Adam Guerrero. Adam again has got some space. He's in the lane. He's going to push away. A jumper, no good. And Elijah will clear the board. Cassiano, across the elbow, up and in, score it. He's quick, and he found a crease in the defense. Got to the board and made it look easy. John Jay back with the lead. Again, we're talking about lots of lead changes here. And a little bit of push off. Little bit of a push off over there. That's Adam Guerrero being called for his personal away from the ball. And Coach Martinez is going to call a timeout. We're going to visit with it. Coach Martinez is going to visit with the official as well. Got a timeout on the floor. Gives us an opportunity to visit with you about another member of our sponsorship team, Presidio Concrete. Hector Gonzalez, Dre Gutierrez in the business for 5 years and have made a mark already in that business. They're part of the Gorilla Enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo. If you haven't been to that, it's really a beautiful, it's beautiful work. And then they've also been a part of the Veterans Memorial Stadium at Judson ISD, the concrete work there. Big or small, commercial or private, residential or, again, business. If you've got a construction project that includes concrete, make sure that you give Presidio Concrete a call before you take that one on. And homeowner or big contractor as well. If you've won a big bid on a big job and it's got concrete in it, make sure that you have Hector Gonzalez, Dre Gutierrez on your speed dial and have them put a bid in for the concrete work. You won't be disappointed. Jay with the lead in the ball. Robert Williams, sophomore point guard, running the quarterback for the team. He will draw Adam Guerrero on defense. Adam focused on the center of the body there. Again is going to take a little look. Cassiano, top of the key, finds Christopher Balderas. Elijah driving the baseline way out again and again. Boy, he can get hot. This time he misses. One and done. Here come the Bobcats. Both of these teams looking for early offense. Ponce is going to hold and examine out to Malachi. Malachi, he's got some space. He's going to take it and off the front of the rim. Guillen with the board. Way on over to Balderas. Almost threw that ball away. And here comes Malachi with the steal. He's going to take it himself. 10-footer, baseline, a little bit long. And the Mustangs come up with the board. Way on over. Robert behind the arc, near corner. Malachi's got numbers. He's got someone on the other side, Isaac, but they'll throw it away. Nice defense by Aaron Guillen there. Outnumbered. Robert Williams, I think, getting called for the charge. Dropped his shoulder there just a little bit. The defender didn't have his, wasn't stationary, but Robert dropped his shoulder there a little bit and got called for the charge. Second personal foul on Robert Williams. Second team on the Mustangs. Valderas will poke at Adam Guerrero's dribble there and gets a piece of it. A lot of contact. Guerrero has to pick up his dribble all the way across. Aiden Montoya from about 28 feet away and falls a little bit short. Had good space. It was a good look, but it was a downtown. It was out of town. That shot fell short, and the Mustangs will come up with that. Jaden and Robert across the front of the Bobcat defense. Jaden will cross. He's into the lane. Gonna take it himself. Loses control. Bobcats up with it. Eli Rodriguez, far sideline, looking for a little help there. Castilleja gets off the foot. Elijah Hubbard wasn't intentional, so he's not going to get called for it. And Castilleja will just pick Elijah Hubbard's pocket there on the far corner. Hubbard, some contact there. No whistle. Punts it to the lane. Hubbard takes a swat at it and will get called for a foul. Might have had a little frustration in that after Hubbard had the dribble taken away from him, then had to play defense quickly. He looked like frustration may have played a part of it when he was at about midcourt and just couldn't get over it. Took a swat, got called for a foul. Points it at the line, makes his first one. Let's look up at the board. Elijah has 2 personal fouls. 1 minute to play in the second quarter. Team fouls are 3 apiece, all tied up again. Again, this lead has just been going back and forth. This was a 2-point game the first time they played. John Jay victorious in the first round game. South End up by 1 and 1 minute to play in the half. Robert Williams out to Guillen, far corner. Nylon, Aaron Guillen. Second three-pointer for Aaron Guillen tonight. A 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Punts in. Elijah Hubbard will play defense. Castilleja will get the handoff. Oh, kind of lost control of the ball. Had a nice look and lost the handle and gets called for a travel. John Jay slowing things down here with 30 seconds to play in the half, up by 2. Over again, top of the key. Usually find him in the corner out here in the middle of the offense. Keeping his dribble alive, now kills it. Valderas out to Williams. Williams likes that shot. Near wing, no good, 1 and done. Punts it with the board. 10 seconds the Bobcats have to play with. Punch is going to take it to the lane. Contact, no whistle. Out of bounds, off of John Jay. So 1.4 seconds left to go. The Bobcats will get the final touch here. Very likely the final touch. 1.4 seconds left. Adam Guerrero trying to cut. It's Ponce who gets a look, and Elijah Hubbard says, no, not here. And just bats that one down. So we played a half here at the Paul Taylor Gymnasium. John Jay up by 2. The score is 31-29. Robert Villafranca with Cesar Mendez and Reese Hernandez Robinson on RC Audio Sports. Thank you for joining us. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back to Paul Taylor Gym here on RC Audio Sports. Robert Villafranca, I've got the play-by-play for you tonight. Thank you for joining us. Cesar Mendez is on the production table, and Reese Hernandez Robinson behind the cameras. We're at halftime, gives us a chance to catch you up on the things that are going on in 28-5A basketball. There are the standings before tonight's game, and before tonight's games. Of course, this being the 8 o'clock game, there's certainly some games that have already been completed. If you're in our chat room and you want to report a score, I'd love to have it. But before we started our games today, it was Southwest Legacy who was in first place on the boys' side. John Jay just a half game behind them. Harlandale, South San, Southwest rounding out the top 5. And on the girls' side, MacArthur has beaten McCullum twice. Still a win tonight would clinch the top seed for them and assure them of nothing less than a co-championship, but they're still a couple of wins away from officially being the owners of the crown. McCullum behind them at 11-2. Those 2 losses are to MacArthur, of course. And then Southwest J and Southwest Legacy, South San, and Southside. I believe all of those teams still not mathematically out, so it's a jumble. And only when we started today, we had 3 games left on the girls' side. Now 2 games after tonight. Some of the dust, I'm sure, will settle after the games tonight. What did we have tonight? Here, of course, South San and Jay at Paul Taylor. Southwest Legacy leading the pack as hosting Wynn. McCullum and Harlandale, doubleheader, a varsity doubleheader at the Sylvia Cardenas Gym. The girls went first and the boys went second. The Harlandale Indians in the top 4 of 28-5A, but it was a close game the last time these two met at Frontier Bowl basketball at McCullum High School. The game was tied with 2 minutes left to go before the Indians pulled away, so we're waiting for a score on that. We'll let you know when we get one. And then MacArthur and Southwest, of course, Southwest just right outside the top 4, and got to beat the non-top 4s to stay there. The loss to MacArthur would leave a mark here tonight should Southwest not be able to be victorious tonight. Southside is an off night on the boys and girls side. Over on the girls side, Southwest and MacArthur, we told you again, MacArthur wins tonight, and they will clinch the top seed and assure themselves of nothing less than a co-championship. McCullum at Harlandale tonight. John Jay at South San. That's a big one on the girls' side. Again, just like this one is, it's at the bubble, and I think after the dust settles tonight, we're going to have some teams eliminated, so we're interested to see how that one turns out. And then Southwest Legacy girls headed to Eagle Pass tonight to play the Wynn Mavericks. And so there you have standings. Also, before we go to break, shout out to Ellie Lee of MacArthur, who was a San Antonio Express News Player of the Game this week. We streamed that game at McCullum, and Ellie Lee had a crazy game, almost a 30-20 double-double, and boy, really took care of business. Just took charge in that game and just led the MacArthur Brahmas to their second win over McCullum this season. And so there you are, caught up on 28-5A. We're at halftime here at Paul Taylor on RC Audio Sports. We'll be right back.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
In SSA ISD, every child is empowered to explore their passion.
In our district, diverse programs ensure that every student finds their voice and path.
In our district, dedicated educators inspire and challenge their students to reach their full potential.
In our district, my dreams matter.
And we bring you back to the Paul Taylor Gym. John Jay leading at halftime, 31-29, but being halftime, have a chance to tell you about Yvette Diaz with Soul Rose Medicare Legacy. Again, if you are looking for the best Medicare policy for you, Yvette Diaz can guide you through that process. And if you think that December 31st was the last chance you had to do that, well, give Yvette a call, because actually you can change your insurance, your Medicare insurance policy once between January 1st and March 31st. Once a year you can make a change, but you've got to do it before March 31st. So it's not, if you don't like what you have, you don't have to settle. And Yvette Diaz can walk you through a Medicare policy, as well as she can walk you through any health or medical insurance coverage. Yvette Diaz standing by for your call. And again, she can make a very complicated process easy for you. Thank you for being on our team, Yvette. Couldn't do this without you. And 7 Cents Media, also on our sponsorship team. You know them as the Castros, Sebastian, Isaiah, Arissa. Collaborate with them a bunch in the fall during football season. You've seen their camera work and their production work when they're on our team producing during the spring. A little bit less so. They've got their own thing going. 7 Cents Media, if you've got a video that you would like to have professionally produced, a podcast, a music video, if you want a video of a big event like a quince or a wedding, even if you want it streamed, 7 Cents Media, give them a call. They're easy to find on the internet. Give them a call and they can help you through that process. Robert Villafranca, Cesar Mendez, Reese Hernandez Robinson here at Paul Taylor Gym. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
At Northside, we are more than just a community. We are a family. For 75 years, we have been shaping futures, empowering students, and building a legacy of excellence. We prepare our students for every path ahead because their success is our commitment and our drive. We are united by one purpose, and we are unstoppable. We are NISD.
And we bring you back to the Paul Taylor Gym. Robert Villafranca here, bringing you play-by-play. Cesar Mendez at the production table, and Reese Hernandez Robinson behind the camera. One of the good things, one of the best things about getting the 8 o'clock game here at Paul Taylor Gym is it's the last game. And they just announced 2 for 1 bean and cheese tacos. I'm sorry that we can't deliver them to you there if you're watching the stream, but if you're listening to us, watching the game here in the gym, 2 for 1 bean and cheese. Get after it. Just getting in the chat room, Benny Rubio 6100 tells us that the Southwest Legacy boys win 69 to 33. So Southwest Legacy will hold on to their top spot in this district. Coach Kotzer in his first Coach Kotzer over at Southwest Legacy in his first assignment as a head coach, first-year head coach at Southwest Legacy, has got those Titans playing some basketball and at the top of the heap. Benny Rubio, 6100, thank you for visiting with us in the chat room, and you've subscribed because you can't chat unless you're a subscriber. We appreciate that. Appreciate your follows. Appreciate your subscription to our YouTube channel. Congratulations to the Southwest Legacy boys tonight. Still on top. 31-29. South San will inbounds. Isaac Castilleja right here in front of our table. Robert Williams will defend 2 versus 2. Guerrero will hand off. Castilleja, man defense. The Mustangs playing some tight defense and will benefit 2-on-1 here. Balderas by himself to the bucket. Left-handed square and in the hole. Ponce will try to get this offense rolling. The Bobcats give the ball up without taking a shot in their first possession. Malachi defended by Aiden Rodriguez. 360 going up. Aiden will do all he can to defend Malachi. Malachi's going to take that shot and scores this 12-point. He's in double digits, so not to be denied, Malachi Vargas on that possession. Robert Williams is going to get a screen from Balderas. Come back across. Cassiano will take the ball. Top of the key. A little bit out of range. Montoya will defend. The lacrosse and back to Balderas. Robert Williams into the paint. Way on out. Cassiano from the near corner. Score that at 3. 36-31, a 5-point lead. Probably the biggest lead that the Mustangs have had here tonight. Again, Aiden on Malachi. He's going to lose his footing there. Baseline dribble. No good. Malachi with the rebound. He's going to miss that one. The Mustangs running. Cassiano again. Acrobatic shot. Can't get it off. Malachi with the board. Adam Guerrero out in front. He's going to pull up. Balderas wanted a double dribble. So did Coach Brooks. The officials didn't see it that way. Ponce into the lane. Near corner. Isaac Castilleja. Isaac Castilleja. Nothing but nylon. Near corner. Bucket. So the Mustangs and Bobcats trading threes here. Robert Williams is going to cross and go off the square and good. Makes it look easy, but I guarantee you nothing easy about that. Finding the crease, dribbling into traffic, and Malachi losing his focus there. Lucky to keep possession of the ball. He's going to get his own board, and we got a foul. Aiden Rodriguez is going to be called for it to give Malachi another offensive board. First foul for number 32, Aiden Rodriguez. Malachi near corner. Castilleja, top of the key. Ponce. Castilleja's going to take that one. He made the last one he took, and South San's going to get the long rebound. So another second chance opportunity. The Bobcats certainly leading in that category, and one of the reasons that they're staying close. Adam Guerrero will take it to the hole, off the square, and again, he's going to make it look easy. Castilleja defending Robert Williams. Williams will cross, hand it over to Elijah Hubbard. He's going to pull up, near wing, in and out, no good. Ponce chases down the rebound. Here come the Bobcats, trailing by 2. Ponce is going to look. He's going to go into the lane and draw some contact, and the foul out here in front, it's going to be against number 0, Christopher Balderas. That's his third personal foul. Third personal foul on Christopher Balderas, second team for the Mustangs this quarter. Malachi takes a long pass, inbounded. Zayden to Ponce. Ponce is going to pull out. Malachi out. Aiden Rodriguez defending him. A little bit out of range for Malachi there, but he's going to move into the arc. Montoya, gets the ball taken away. Robert Williams in the passing lane. What hustle. That was Isaac Castilleja playing defense on the catch-up. You can play defense behind the ball if you hustle, and Robert Williams lost control of the ball, went to the floor, and when he went to the floor, he had possession, but he was on the baseline, so a turnover. Great defense by Isaac Castilleja. Malachi into Isaac. Isaac at the block, kicks out. Adam Guerrero, near corner, short. Isaac will push that one out to Ponce. The Bobcats will get another opportunity here. Ponce into the lane. He's at the free throw line. Up and under, no good. Malachi with the board. He's going to try to put that up. Hangs on the rim, no good. Ponce gets another one. Second, third, fourth chances for the Bobcats, and we're tied up at 38 apiece. Robert Williams will cross on Castilleja. Cassiano into the lane. Malachi was holding for the charge. Balderas will score off the assist. Valdez with 3 fouls, playing full court defense, full court man defense, and might have gotten away with one there. Guerrero out to Ponce. Ponce's got a little space. He's going to go into the lane, up and rim, no good. Another offensive board for the Bobcats. Give that one to Zayden Montoya, a board and a putback, and the score is all tied up at 40 apiece. Well, we're going to keep it here. Thank you, Caesar, for reminding me. Matt Haig Southway Ford, located in the heart of 285A, in the heart of Southside San Antonio, on I-35 between Zarzamora and Highway 16. If you are looking for a new or a pre-owned vehicle, don't make that transaction without visiting Matt Haig Southway Ford. Ask for David Benavides or Anthony Martinez, and they'll make sure you get the best deal, get the best trade-in, and drive out of that lot happy. Matt Hakes, Southway Ford, thank you for being on our sponsorship team. Couldn't do it without you. Presidio Concrete, Hector Gonzalez, Greg Gutierrez. Man, they can get it done. If you have a construction project, if your construction project has concrete in it, whether it's big or small, whether it's a high school stadium or it is a patio slab, if you've got a job to do and it requires concrete, don't do it without calling Presidio Concrete. You will be happy that you did. You'll leave from that project very, very happy that you were listening to RC Audio Sports and that you called Presidio Concrete. And while we're on that topic, you want to support what we do, and you're not able to support as a sponsor, what you can do is support us by supporting those who support us. Presidio Concrete, Martinez Associates, Superior Tax, Yvette Deas, 7 Cents Media, Matt Haig, Southway Ford. All the way across. Gian has trouble handling that one. Boy, about a 28-footer, no good, long, and that's going to go out of bounds. That was Cassiano taking a shot. He had some space, and boy, it didn't look pretty effortless, so that might be in his range, but it was off the mark, and a one and done for the Mustangs on that possession. Eli Rodriguez back in the game. Malachi at the top of the key is going to be the hub. Zayden Montoya behind the arc. Rims out, no good. The rebound comes to Jaden Cassiano, and a foul. Call on 24, that's Malachi's second personal foul, and South San's second team foul. Well, the board says South San has 1 team foul, so maybe I've got my count wrong here. Mustangs slowing down their offense just a little bit, being methodical in the half court. Gian in the corner and back out to Williams. Williams defended by Eli Rodriguez, and Malachi Rodriguez with the steal. He's got to be careful. Valdez right there in front of him. Picks up his dribble, needs some help. Adam takes a look, changes his mind, into the lane, out to Ponce. Ponce is going to put it on the floor. He's in the lane as well, but he's got Hubbard in front of him, and that's a tough shot. The Bobcats, oh my goodness. Man, are they doing a job on the offensive board. Zayden Montoya with the board and the putback, and the Bobcats will take the lead, 42-40. Elijah near wing, nothing but nylon, so he's going to say, if I make it, you can't rebound it, and he certainly did. Mustangs back with the lead. Mustangs won this game in the first round by 2. Eli Rodriguez looking for a screen. He's going to go into the lane. He gets by Robert Williams. Elijah had to go out and defend Zayden Montoya. Left the door open. Charge. Elijah. Malachi Vargas in a position there to take the charge. And Elijah Hubbard being called for his 3rd personal. 12 points for Elijah Hubbard, 3 personal fouls and 3 team fouls for John Jay here with 51 seconds left to play. Malachi has been doing some heavy lifting for the South San Bobcats. believe that's the second charge that he's taken today. Little housekeeping, trying to keep the floor dry after that. Montoya to Malachi. Adam Guerrero will cut. Malachi's going to push that one out to Rodriguez. Still man defense for the Mustangs. Jaden asking for a little bit of help. Ponce will give it to him. Cassiano defending him. Ponce going to the basket. Off the square and in. Elevates and took Cassiano was on the wrong foot, I think, because he didn't go up with him. So a 3-point lead now for South San. Under 10 seconds, the Mustangs looking for the last shot in the quarter. Robert Williams with the ball. Tries to find some space. Cassiano's going to back up. Three-pointer off the backboard. No good. So the South San Bobcats trailing at halftime now, leading after 3 quarters here at Paul Taylor Gymnasium. We're at between quarters. We can tell you about Yvette Diaz then of Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. If she can help you with your Medicare policy and you say, hey, it's after December 31st, I can't do anything about that. Well, you can. Call Yvette Diaz. She'll explain it to you. You have to March 31st. Don't settle. But if you're not in the market for a Medicare policy and you're looking for other health care coverage, Yvette Diaz can help you with that as well. Call Yvette Diaz tomorrow morning and let her know that you heard about her on RC Audio Sports, and tell her what your needs are, what you don't like about your current insurance, and what you'd like, how you'd like to change it, and she'll help you through that process. Yvette Diaz, thank you for being on our team. 7 Cents Media, the Castros, Sebastian, Isaiah, Arissa. You're looking for a video to be professionally produced. Get it done by 7 Cents Media. Documentary, podcast, a wedding, a music video, a quince. Even if you want it streamed, if you have an event that you want streamed, they can do that for you. 7 Cents Media. We love working with them. So 46-43, the Bobcats down by 2 at halftime, up by 3 after 3 quarters. John Jay will inbound. It is Jaden Cassiano right in front of the table over to Robert Williams, who is basically the quarterback for this spot. Back and forth, Cassiano to Williams. Aaron Guillen gets a touch at the wing. He's going to pull it back out. Again, very methodical. The Mustangs are. Guillen has been hot from that corner. He stays hot. Bucket. Nylon, far corner. Hits it. Ties the score 46-46. Aaron Guillen, just what Coach Brooks had ordered. Once again, going to the paint. He's going to draw some Elijah Hubbard defense. Malachi gets a board up over Elijah. Ponce gets another one. 2 offensive boards and a travel. 2 offensive boards for the Bobcats right there. Second chance point, unable to convert. But that is what has kept the Bobcats in the game here today. Robert Williams and Cassiano probing the perimeter. Elijah Hubbard gets a ball at the block. Doesn't play a whole lot of post, but looks like Coach Brooks is going to have him do some of that here in the fourth quarter. Comes across, nice pass. And, boy, Elijah Hubbard, you can imagine, gets a ball at the block. He's hard to stop there, so we'll see if Coach Brooks is going to bring Hubbard into the paint here a little bit more with this game so close. Hubbard good on his first free throw. Hubbard has 13 points after that free throw. Misses the second. Williams way on up. Can't control the board. So Hubbard good on 1 of 2. The Bobcats taking their turn at being methodical. Eli Rodriguez will probe and he'll get fouled. It's number 2. It's called for the foul. It's his third personal. So for the John Jay Mustangs, Christopher Balderas, Robert Williams, and Elijah Hubbard, all with 3 personal fouls. Rodriguez handling some point duties. Adam Guerrero comes out to take his turn at it. Tries to get some distance away from Balderas. Rodriguez will Ponce will drive the baseline and will lose the handle. The defense, Jaden Cassiano. Ponce can't control the dribble. The ball goes out of bounds. The Mustangs now with the ball in the lead. Elijah step away from the block for just a little bit, and oh my goodness, the Bobcats got a whistle here. I didn't hear it. A kick is the call, not a foul, so a violation. Bobcats trailing by 1. Guerrero to Rodriguez. Rodriguez out to Ponce. Malachi's going to swing. Oh boy, Guillen gets his hands on the ball, deflects and gets a steal. Hubbard in the open court, dribbling all the way to the bucket. He'll get fouled. Count it. Coast to coast. Boy, Elijah Hubbard ran a little point guard there. Got to the bucket and scored. 4 big points for Elijah Hubbard here in this quarter. A 3-point lead for the Mustangs. Elijah can put them up by 4 if he can complete this and 1. Little housekeeping on the floor. Picking up a wet spot there. Elijah with the and 1, and the Mustangs quickly back in on top. A 4-point lead, trailing by 3 at the beginning of this quarter. Now up by 4. A quick 7-point turnaround. Isaac will come into the lane. He's going to change directions. Right up. Malachi Vargas again. My goodness, just can't say enough about that guy. A streak pass. Robert Williams is open, and he will convert. South San does not fall back after the basket. Gives the Mustangs an opportunity to break away at a breakaway bucket. Double dribble, Castillejo will get called for it, so a turnover without a shot, a 4-point lead. The Mustangs in a spot here where they can open up a 6 or 7-point lead if maybe they give Aaron Guillen an opportunity here. He's going to his corner. Elijah wants it out there. He's going to go into the lane again, taking control. Give it to me, guys. Gets his own board, falls short, gets another board, and puts it back. 2 offensive rebounds there for Elijah Hubbard. And we got a timeout on the floor. Coach Martinez, now down by 6, is going to try to change the momentum just a little bit. We are here at Ball Taylor Gymnasium. Thank you for watching RC Audio Sports. We'll be right back. We bring you back live during the break, getting word that the Harlandale Indians boys basketball team defeated McCullum tonight at the Sylvia Cartons gym. So the Harlandale Indians protect their top 4 spot with a win against McCullum. That's a season series sweep for the Indians against their arch rival Cowboys. Back to live action here at Paul Taylor. Rodriguez may have skipped, got away from a contact. Oh, almost made that bucket. That was Aaron Guillen playing defense there, and Coach Brooks not pleased with that, doing some coaching. There on the sideline, I think Coach Guillen got the point. Or Aaron Guillen, I beg your pardon. I think Aaron Guillen got Coach's point. Rodriguez at the line, and these free throws become so important now for South San as they try to come back from a 6-point deficit. Rodriguez will miss both of his free throws, and Aaron Guillen will get the rebound. So a 6-point lead for John Jay and the ball. Elijah Hubbard misses at point blank, one and done. The Bobcats come up with the board. Adam Guerrero with the dribble. Eli Rodriguez will hub. He's going to go in. Elijah will change his mind on that. Adam Guerrero is short. Elijah Hubbard will get the rebound. No second chance points. Malachi tries to swat that one free from Elijah Hubbard and gets called for the foul. That's the fourth foul against Malachi Vargas, and he's got to be careful with that one. Again, I give Malachi Vargas a lot of credit for the South San Bobcats being in this game with the work that he does on the boards. I know, but I would guess missing his presence on the floor would be a completely different ball game. So 4 fouls for Malachi, 3 minutes and 52 seconds left to play. And so Malachi and South San's got to be really careful on that last foul. Robert Williams, defended by Rodriguez, comes across, gets the screen. Adam Guerrero will pick it up. Ball's on the floor. Williams somehow holds on to it. Coach Brooks rescues his ball handler, calls a timeout. So 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to play. 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to play. John Jay up 54-48. We're going to take a break.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we're back live after a John Jay timeout, up by 6, 54-48. They'll inbound underneath their own bucket. Malachi Vargas for South San in foul trouble. He's got 4, but I don't think that Coach Martinez has any choice but to keep him on the floor here with 3.5 minutes left to play. Guillen going to handle the ball out here beyond the arc. Going to circle around, gets to the baseline to Balderas. Elijah will put on the floor, up over the defense, no good. Board goes to Adam Guerrero. Bobcats have numbers. Elijah Hubbard behind them. See if they can take advantage of this. Ponce will swing it to Castilleja. Zayden Montoya. Malachi, top of the key. No good. Board goes to, guess who? Malachi. Robert Williams will tie him up, and the arrow points to the South San Bobcats. So no timeout. The Bobcats did not have to call a timeout. They had the arrow pointing their way. Castilleja is going to take that. Great space, in and out, no good. Malachi will go up for it, and he will get denied. Elijah Hubbard's going to throw the ball off of Malachi Vargas there, and will retain possession. But again, Malachi just fighting hard for every rebound. Got to be careful here, the Bobcats do. An 8-point lead be tough to overcome here. Balderas, top of the key. Robert Williams wants the ball back. He's going to draw some defense. Adam Guerrero and over to Balderas. Aaron Guillen takes a look. No good. Or not this time anyway. Doesn't take it. Not good enough for him to take. Robert Williams back to Guillen. Hubbard wants it. Punches in the passing lane. Numbers. Zayden Montoya almost had an and one opportunity there. Gets blocked. A great defense, really, by John Jay. The Bobcats had numbers and could not convert there. Now have to get their points from the free throw line. Zayden Montoya. Front of the rim, no good. And Ponce with the offensive putback again. The boards being the difference here. And keeping, Elijah gets the alley-oop and scored from Robert Williams. Elijah Hubbard with the throwdown on the break. 56-50 is the score. Ponce into the lane. He's going to back up and draws Elijah Hubbard's foul. And Ponce is going to go to the line for two. Now Hubbard. Hubbard called for his fourth foul. So just like Malachi Vargas, I don't know that Coach Brooks would choose to play a close game without Hubbard. So Hubbard's got to be careful. Ponce off the rim, no good. Bobcats falling short here at the free throw line. Ponce good for 1 of 2, a 5-point deficit for the Bobcats. Under 2 minutes to play. Bobcats playing full court defense. And we got a timeout. We got a timeout on the floor. Coach Brooks has to talk about this full court pressure from the Bobcats. 56-51 at the Paul Taylor Gym. We'll be right back.
In SSA ISD, every child is empowered to explore their passion.
In our district, diverse programs ensure that every student finds their voice and path.
In our district, dedicated educators inspire and challenge their students to reach their full potential.
In our district, my dreams matter.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back live for the last minute and 44 seconds of this game. The John Jay Mustangs with the ball in a 5-point lead, 56-51. The Bobcats picking up defense at full court here. Double team at the corner. Scramble for the ball. And almost had a steal there. Josh Sanchez on the floor, but the official says the ball was on the baseline. So a fresh 10 there. The Bobcats almost get the steal. Down court, a long pass. It's hard to overthrow Elijah Hubbard, though. Aaron Guillen at the near corner up by 5 is going to think twice about that. Elijah near the bucket. He's going to go square and bucket, score it. Aaron Guillen playing defense over here on this side will swat that ball away. Josh Sanchez trying to get 5-footer in. Malachi Vargas just getting a short breather, and he's back on the floor. 1 minute, 11 seconds left to play. 7 points down. The Bobcats are. Malachi nearby. He'll get fouled. Aaron Guillen will get called for it. So Malachi going to the free throw line for the Bobcats. Credit to Malachi, 14 points he has and a bunch of rebounds. I know it's a double. It's got to have a double-double. I know he has more than 10 rebounds, so I'm sure he's got a double-double here tonight, and a big reason that the Bobcats have been able to stay in this game. Malachi made his first free throw and will make both of them, and got a sub for Malachi. Coach Martinez looks like he's pulling Vargas out for the defensive part of the game, and he'll probably go back in for the offensive part. Again, full court D. Mustangs having trouble with that long pass, and Valderas able to field that again. Far corner, over to Cassiano. Tall pass. He's up there for it. Robert Williams is going to get fouled. Adam Guerrero, it's fouling time now. 5 points down. So the not yet in the bonus. South End, that's only their 4th. So they'll have to foul one more time before they put John Jay on the line. And remember, there are no more 1-and-1s in high school basketball. Every free throw opportunity is 2. Valderas across midcourt, going into the lane, out to Cassiano. Cassiano to Hubbard. Hubbard's going to get put on the line. 20 is called for that. Zayden Montoya. It's called for the foul. So Elijah Hubbard now going to the line for the John Jay Mustangs. And again, a couple of years ago, the rule was changed. So no more 1-and-1. Once you're in the bonus, it's 2 shots every time. So it's not as much of a, it's not as great of a strategic play as it once was. Elijah missing that first one, and with the old rule, that would have been a rebound and the ball was back in play, but he gets another shot here. And he makes 1 of 2. Bobcats trailing. They're not going to be able to be too selective. And Ponce he doesn't have to be. Bucket, score it. Got a timeout on the floor, 56-59 after Ponce's three-pointer. It's a 14 points for Ponce. We're gonna keep it right here through the timeout. My goodness, 30-second timeout here for Coach Martinez. Again, this was a 2-point game the first time they played, and now here we are 3 points away. The Bobcats able to close in on a 7-8 point lead, and it's going to come down to the wire once again. In 28-5A, there's so many teams, regardless of the record, there's so many teams that are winning, or there's so many games that are determined by 2 points or by 3 points. There's just so much parity, regardless of your record. Harlandale has won several close games. South End has won, I think, 4 close ones and lost 4 close ones. John Jay as well has got several close games under their belt. Beat Southwest by 1, 44-49. Beat South End 56-54. Here we go. Foul right away. And the Bobcats really don't have much choice with 32 seconds left to play. It's going to be Valderas. It's going to have to make the Bobcats pay for putting them on the line. But again, the Mustangs in the bonus, but the bonus is 2 shots. No more 1-and-1, no more double bonus. Once you're in the bonus, and 5 fouls in the quarter puts you in a bonus, and you get 2 shots every time you get fouled after that. And front of the rim, and good. Valderas getting high fives from everybody. And it's what he meant to do. He said, just the way I drew it up. Hit the front of the rim, and then it goes in. So a 4-point lead. Little bit of comfort there in that. It's a two possession game now. And rims out. Malachi Vargas, who else, with the board and trailing by 4. Here come the Bobcats. Vargas is going to take that one a little bit short, and around, it's on the floor, scramble. Aaron Guillen will have to get fouled. Oh, my goodness, the Bobcats almost had an offensive board, an opportunity to put back instead. Now they're going to have to send the Mustangs to the line, trailing by 4. John Jay beat Southwest here recently by 3, beat him the first round by 1. Aaron Guillen, who's been hot from the three-point line, misses that one from 15 feet away. It's a 4-point deficit. And we'll make the second free throw. We've got a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it here through our timeouts. 61-56, a 5-point lead for John Jay. So again, South San's going to have to bring it down. They're not going to have, not going to be able to be selective. They're going to have to put something up quickly. It's a 1 minute. It's a full timeout, not a half timeout. So Caesar, let's take a break on that. You're watching high school basketball on RC Audio Sports. We'll be right back.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back live. The Bobcats with the ball, trailing by 5, 19 seconds left to play. Robert Williams will play defense in the backcourt for the Mustangs. Well, he's going to make sure that they touch it quickly, and then he's going to back up. It's half-court defense for the Mustangs. Ponce out in front. The Bobcats cannot be selective here. They're going to have to put something up quickly. The deflection is going to take some time off the clock, and ball's on the floor. The Mustangs off of Castilleja, and the Mustangs. That'll just about seal the deal. 2.9 seconds left to play. It'll wind down. So the Mustangs will earn a season series sweep against the South San Bobcats today, is 61-56. Here on RC Audio Sports, thank you for joining us. Robert Villafranca alongside Cesar Mendez, Reese Hernandez-Robinson. We're not sure we're going to be able to get a visit here tonight. It's a third game of a triple header, and I think the rule here is to try to clear the gym out quickly, but we're going to get across and maybe get a word in or two with Coach Brooks and select our player of the game quickly. So thank you for joining us. Until next time, we'll be back on Friday. It'll be Southwest Boys against Harlandale on Friday. Join us then.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic. Just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates.